My name is Alma. I'm 18. I'm gray pansexual, and I am genderqueer, which means if male and female are both ends of the spectrum, I fit somewhere in between, and it changes on a day-to-day basis.
Hi, my name is John Perez Fraga. I am 16 years old. I am a Mexican American, and I'm a male, and I'm gay.
My name is Gabe. I can't How old am I? I'm 15. My sexuality confuses me. I have no idea. I'm probably gay. What was the other one?
Gender and race.
I'm a boy, I'm transgender, and I'm white.
My name is T, or Tyrone Kendrick. I'm 16 years old. I'm gay, bi, I'm a trans male. I'm black and white.
Honestly, Jane? Oh, I'm sorry. Viewers. No, to be part of this community, it feels really, nice, you know, but, like, since I'm, like, you know, like, I'm saying, like, a lot. No, but because, you know, gay marriage is already, like, legalized, but there's still so much more to do, but I don't know, like, it feels nice. It just feels great to have people know how is it like, how it is being me.
It sucks. It really, really sucks being LGBT, but there's some cool stuff about it too. You do get denied a lot of, like, opportunities, but you also get to meet certain friends, and it's neat.
It's different. I have a pretty accepting school environment, which is really nice, and my family is pretty accepting, but I know that my grandparents would disown me if I ever came out to them, so it's kind of like I've got this gray area where I can tell some people and other people I can't.
We faced a lot of hardships, but in the end, there's a lot of love and support for one another.
I really think it's just like a part of human nature, and also because Christianity, everyone's Christian, and the Bible supposedly says, you know, you can't be gay or whatever, but people don't know how to read. I think it's just human nature to hate anything that's different, and it takes acceptance over time for it to go away.
In all honesty, I think it's because people just don't understand and they aren't willing to understand.
Being in a society mainly run by cis and hetero white men, it's heteronormativity is kind of the normativity. It's the normal in the whole world, I guess.
Because people don't really understand it, you know, it's like, because like for a long time, it's just like, it's something you would never talk about, you know, like back in like 1960s, 50s, it'd be like, people would just be like, oh yeah, that's a thing, but let's move on, you know what I mean? But like now, like, it's like people, like more and more people are like coming out and like finding out, or just, and then people like, not regular people, well, let me not say that, straight people, just like, they don't understand it, and they're like, what, I don't know, why don't you just like girls, and you know. So yeah, I think it exists because they just don't understand. Yeah, I feel like it's more, like for girls, I feel like if people are more accepted, like in my experience, I've seen that lesbian girls are like more like no one really cares, but like for a gay guy, like in my experience, here, I'm just saying, no, but yeah, like in my experience, all the lesbian girls, like no one really cares. But like for me, it was really hard because I had a friend that was lesbian, like growing up in like middle school, and like everyone was like friends with her. She was just normal. But with me, everyone was just like, the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So maybe right now there probably isn't a double standard, but back then I think there probably was.
That's a tricky question because I personally believe that LGBT girls are very sexualized, definitely, but LGBT guys get assaulted much more, and it really depends on what standards you're putting them by. I think that anyone who's LGBT probably isn't being treated right.
I think there definitely is, because there are a lot of straight guys who go, oh no, homo, and they just mean it jokingly, and it's kind of hurtful. And on the other hand, there are a lot of bisexual girls because they're more comfortable with themselves, and the question that we hear over and over and over again is, hey, want to have a threesome? So for women, their sexuality as an LGBT person is hypersexualized to the point of being a fetish.
Yes, I think that that ties in with the stereotypes that both the men and the women face. And there's like always this bar that the women have to face to be sexual all the time just because they're gay, bi, or
You don't. No, I'm joking. I don't know. For me, like, I just don't let it get to me, but for some people, like, if someone was, like, constantly being bombarded, and if it's just, like, finding a friend that understands you and that relates to you and that's just gonna be there for you no matter what, and just let them help you. And just don't be afraid to, like, ask for help, too. So but don't be mean, too. Like, don't be like them. Don't be, like, a rude person. Like, you can call me a faggot, okay? Like, you know what I mean? Oh, can I say faggot? Faggot? Okay.
It's very difficult to do that. A lot of the times you just have to combat it with education, or, you know, just don't listen to the people who are being mean, stuff like that, or fight them. Yeah.
It's kind of difficult sometimes because you want to lash out and show your anger, but it's, I guess, better to try and rise above and not let it get to you, but it does hurt. So what you have to do is, like, find people who understand you so you can talk to them about it so you're not kind of hurt on the inside.
I've been out for a long time, and I rub it off the shoulder, but of course if it's someone else that is dealing with it, like a friend or something, I'll definitely help them out and stick in for them.
Oh. Well, now, really, I don't know. I think good, right? Oh, hey, the Pope likes us, so.
It depends on what part of the media you're looking at. A good part of the media hates LGBT people, makes fun of them. The other part is a lot more accepting. That's more the Tumblr side, but sometimes they're a little too accepting. I mean, identifying as like an attack helicopter, stuff like that, no.
I think there are some TV shows and movies that display it really well. There's a Netflix show called Sense8, and there's a lesbian couple, and one of the women is transgender, and it's phenomenal, and it goes through and it explains their issues well. But on the other hand, you have TV shows in mass media where there's the quirky gay friend, and they're not really explained, it's just, oh, they're gay.
It's a lot of stereotypical nonsense, especially with, there's a lot of white gays than black gays or any POC gay, and they stereotype them to where, like, they always have to be feminine. There are masculine gay men, and
Not as much as it should. Yeah, no, not at all. A lot more white LGBT kids are represented more than people of color who are LGBT, and it's not incredibly equal, and I wish that it was.
Kind of. I mean, I feel like now more, but like in the recent years, it's been like kind of mostly like just gay, lesbian, but now it's like more transgender, more like, you know, so now the media is finally like opening up more to like the more of the LGBTQ plus community.
I don't really think so. A lot of times, if there's a gay or a trans character written in, they will cast a straight cisgender person without even looking for somebody who actually fits the gender or sexuality in their own life.
There's, like I said, a lot of portrayal of the white gay man, and it's because we have this kind of diversity in the media with just a white gay man. That doesn't mean we just want that, because we have like, it's continuous over these like series of like shows that happen. It's usually just a white gay man instead of like a Latino or black or whatever.
Ellen. DeGeneres.
I don't look up to many people as an LGBT teen. I really don't, because I feel that the LGBT people represented in the media aren't necessarily always good, and they're just not always good. I don't really look up to anyone in that sense.
Laverne Cox, without a doubt, she is a gorgeous transgender goddess. George Takei and his husband Brad, because they're both very outspoken. And Neil Patrick Harris, because he's got that perfect happy family, even if it doesn't fit the exact mold that the American dream says it should.
Jazz, the trans girl, the one that's on the TV show, you know, and Laverne Cox, because she's beautiful.
Thank you.
I go through a lot of struggles. There's struggles going to the bathroom, because, you know, you never know if you're going to walk into the, well, I'm a trans guy, I never know if I'm going to walk in and get assaulted, but then if I walk into the women's restroom, there's dysphoria. Dysphoria is a big thing with being trans, being misgendered, being denied certain rights and things, and stuff like that.
I face a lot, unfortunately, more than I want to. There's a lot of dysphoria, there's a lot of crying, there's a lot of, in order to help people understand you, you have to understand what they see in you first.
I'd say that it does take time, and it doesn't have to be an all-at-once thing. It's a process. First, it takes coming out to yourself and accepting, okay, this is who I am, this is my gender, this is my sexuality, and you have to be okay with yourself before you can tell anybody else. Once you're okay with yourself, it's easier to start with a friend that you know and you trust, somebody who has always been there for you and you know they wouldn't judge you. And once one person knows, it becomes easier for you to know how people are going to react. And it's easier as time goes on, but it's never going to be really easy, because there's always going to be that one person who's going to lash back. Hi guys, thank you for watching this episode of Teen Talk. I love James so much. Make sure you like and favorite this video and go and subscribe to his channel, because he's the best.
Guys, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you don't, I don't know, you're just not a person.